Hello everybody, this is the Harbinger, this is Wingspan on Steam, and this is our opening hand. Canada Goose can maybe be part of a cool combo here. We have no goal as the first thing we are working towards, so we can afford to spend a little bit more time setting up. And if we hit main duck, the Canada Goose would be really good. At least a lot better than the cockatiel here. Nothing in the tray looks particularly appealing. I don't really think there is too much in the opening hand looking appealing either. I'm gonna take the pink eared duck here, just because it lets us look at two cards and keep the best one for ourselves, so it helps us get the early draw going a little bit earlier. And I think we take the enclosure builder here. The historian is of course an easy way to get points, but there are fewer birds hitting historian in Oceania than in the base game, just because in Oceania there was a thing where like they didn't want to name birds after people, they wanted to name birds after birds, which I think is a neat way to do things. Let's see, let's spend a cherry and a grain here, leaving the two most likely foods we need for whatever bird we want to put into the forest once we get that stuff going. Flicker, not gonna be it. Magpie Lark, not gonna be it. And we have two more hits here. I'll guess I will give the warbler to the opponent, but it really hurts because it's a lot of points. But I think the hawkfinch might be better for us. But I still think maybe we want to look for something else. Yeah, maybe we should have taken the other thing. Okay, black woodpecker is a really great bird. Gets tons of food really easy. So that might be something really cool. I'm gonna give this bird to the opponent. Not that I like the roller, I just want the opponent to give me food if they play that bird. Okay, if they play that bird, then we can actually, and activated, we can play out the black woodpecker really fast. I'm gonna sack a single card here, sack the European roller, get 2 eggs going here. That way, if we get a free worm for the opponent, we can play out the black woodpecker really fast. I don't think the opponent has played a bird that can help us with it, so we have to get away with it ourselves. Okay, let's again sack a card. Come on, the better this time. Eat a nectar and a worm, and 2 of. Maybe I should have taken the rodent rather than the nectar, the worm, because we're gonna have tons and tons of worms out of this black woodpecker hunter. The black woodpecker is a card that's a lot better outside Oceania than in Oceania, because gaining more than 1 food in Oceania in the European expansion is a lot more valuable, because food is more scarce in European expansion than in Oceania. But I still like it in Oceania. It's just not that outrageously powerful. Okay, no, the Malfoal works very well together with Enclosure Builder. We already have some idea that we might want to go for this bonus card, and the Malfoal will just give us even more points out of such a bonus card. So I think that's a good pickup there. And I'm gonna take the I'm gonna give that to the opponent so we can have the Australian Raven ourselves. It's usually a high scoring card. It's a little bit hard to play in the early game, but we don't need to play it in the early game. We just need to play it before the end game, and it can just spend all of whatever excess food we have at that point. I think the Dick Sizzle is going to be a good card for us to get played out, just because we seem to be drawing additional cards compared to what we are spending. Just gonna draw once more to see what we get here, and if we don't get any combo piece by now, we probably should be trying to do something else. I think we're gonna try to build around the enclosure nests and focus on getting that to work. So let's grab some nectars here and see how many worms we get. Okay, that's a decently paying out forest here, and we will build up something here. A Dixisol is nice. It's gonna give us lots and lots of eggs once we're activating. I don't think Magpie Lark is gonna help us out here. Prairie Chicken is gonna be nice. Canada Goose, if we ever get that grain. Speaking of, we probably could have kept the Eurasian tree sparrow that gives grains in certain conditions. That might have been a thing to keep since we had the Canada Goose. I just didn't quite remember that while it was applicable. And this American robin here is just perfect. It is. It might not look like much, but it's going to help us. Ooh, never mind. We give that card to the opponent, and we now have our game plan. Yeah, boy, we do have the game plan. Dun, dun. Okay, we want to have the main duck trigger before the Canada Goose. So let's just take the food we need here. For example, that and that, and whatever we take here, we're now going to have enough food to play out, at least here. And okay, we have lots of cards we can't properly use, but that's totally fine. That's by design. We want to put those into the main deck. And usually this might be a tad too late to make everything happen here, but this is a fine. These two birds are a 5-point engine in themselves, and we have additional cubes because of the no-goal situation here. So we just need for stuff to hit, and we are really happy here. Okay, we don't need to spend the food to the rerolls and stuff. Let's just draw some stuff here and see. We no longer care about the Robin. We might care about the Common Swift. Sack the Hornbill, I think, and we're not gonna go for plenty of. Okay, a coot. We certainly can take a coot. Let's give the Hornbill to the opponent. Taking the coot here gives us just another point every time we pass through the habitat. And yeah, we do care about eggs in wetlands here, so to that, sack the green heron first here. Get another egg. We are not competing for a lot of board presence, so the fact that we are actually just winning a round and goal here is pretty neat and nice. In a two-player situation, we have usually very seldom we hit the Greater Flamingo to do anything. Opponent only has one bird here. They're more likely to build up grasslands or forest instead. So let's not take the Flamingo. Then again, we should take it to avoid the opponent just having really good discourse out of it, and we should probably have played the Coos first. But if the opponent gets that Flamingo, they completely lock down the thing we are trying to do. So it's important to pick it up, especially if we are pretending that this might have been an actual PvP scenario. So yeah, against opponents, you just need to make sure that you are not doing completely stupid things like leaving yourself up for that. Golden Eagle could be a decent addition to the team here. I think we just want to try to find another guaranteed pointer here, and we don't really have the amount of food we would need to play out the eagle there. Give that the opponent, keep the brown or PV ourselves, because like yes, this would be an 8-pointer that can give us more activation-based points, which is good for the upcoming rounding goals and stuff. But at a certain point, the main duck, Canada Goose, American Cute combo is already 6 points a turn. And if we need to spend 1 turn to get an egg, 1 turn to get food, then certainly we are spending 12 points and 1 point and 1 more turn to play out a bird. We are spending 18 points, not activating this thing here just so we can go do something else, and that's usually a bad thing to do here. Can rough be played? I think not, but let's have a think about that. So, I'm gonna give the opponent that one because you might play the Planeswalker. So, playing the rough now would give us the opportunity to get 2 activations. That's 8 points, but we lose the single egg we have here. We still need to get more. We still need to get more food. So yeah, it's just not appealing at all to me. Plains Wanderer is interesting because we can get some bonus card, but we need the food, so it's hard to say that it's possible for it to work too much. But we are starting to gain the amount of food we need. It's the bird we gave to the opponent in the early game, the one where they have to choose a player to gain food. We are gaining some of that food for free. I mean, Noisy Miner is really good for the opponent, but playing it this late isn't that good for them. And if they do activate it, we get 3 eggs. So yeah, that's the Bonelli's Eagle, eh? Bonelli's Eagle is getting played. I am sure of it. Because we do have excess amounts of discard eggs from the forest. We don't have eggs in the forest. We do have excess cards to spend to the eagles, so we aren't gonna we're not gonna have to restrict ourselves from tucking to make that thing happen. And we do have the egg, so it's just like final turn we're gonna do that rather than to go down here, because this is guaranteed 6 points, while playing the Blended Eagle for maximum tuck is for a single egg is 10 points. So it's just really good. You are getting jumped. Now, looking at this, it actually doesn't look that powerful. We have had quite a few turns where we have done the 6-point combo, but it's only 6 points. It's not like the game we had earlier where we had the Chaffinch, and we knew from the start we could make any combo happen if we just got enough birds. So and here we also get the scrub file, meaning that if we went for the if we had gone for the enclosure nest thing, we would have had tons and tons of payoff for that as well. Of course, we wouldn't have been getting that payoff if we hadn't gone this deep into the deck. So yeah, that's also a thing. But yeah, if this doesn't work, it might be a good game of just showcasing what happens if you zero in on the idea of the main duck Canada Goose idea too late to make it actually work. The dream, when I saw the Canada Goose in the opening hand, the dream was to get the main duck, and we did get that, so of course we have to try to make it happen, but isn't necessarily the correct idea, even though we did get everything we wanted out of it. Sure, give that to the opponent. And final turn, instead of going here, we play the eagle. And we don't have enough eggs to do anything else, so I think we have at least one bird that lets us play another bird, but I'm pretty sure the eagle is the correct play here. If we had had more food, Australian Raven could have been the correct thing to play instead, but we don't. So it's the eagle here. We're gonna play it for 3 cards and a single egg, and that's gonna be a GG. So we have like 70 cards tucked. I don't think that's particularly good. I think we actually might struggle to hit 120. We might not even hit 110, which is really bad for a no-goal game where we have 3 additional cubes at the cost of the first 4-point running goal. So yeah, it might not always be correct to zero in on the Canada Goose main duck thing. The pink air duck doesn't really help us. It just draws a lot of cards to help us find the combo. But yeah, an American Coot gives us points, but we don't have the additional egg capacity and the additional food capacity to actually play out more stuff here. Okay, 74 cards isn't the worst thing in the world, and we get 130? Okay, I'm apparently really washed because I no longer remember how good stuff is. I thought we were gonna struggle here. So yeah, 74 cards tucked, that's pretty on point with what we got here. This is 70, and there's like 4 more cards there. Yeah, Bonanza Eagle is of course the final play there. We did have 13 nectar points, which is, to be honest, something we shouldn't get away with, dependent that we spent 2 nectars in the forest, 2 nectars in the grasslands, and 1 nectar in the wetlands. We shouldn't get 13 nectar points here. And we did get a surprising amount of round and gold points. Yeah, it's like these 28 points we're getting from round and golds, they are unrealistic in a game where we are playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birds. We shouldn't get 28 points from round and golds and from nectar. That's basically because the opponent let us win these 2 here. Us winning most brown powers when we have like 6 brown power birds. That's not happening in a proper game against a proper person. 74 cards tucked. That will happen when you have main duck, Canada Goose, and whatever other bird you have that can tuck. And yeah, if we had like if we had a barn swallow here, the guy that needs a single worm to be played, then we can easily afford to spend 1 turn laying 1, 2, 3, because going here we get 1, 2, 3, 4 points on the Dixie Soul because we're spending cards we don't need for anything either. So we can afford to take 2 less points 1 turn to make every consecutive turn be worth a little bit more. Unless that 1 point is a little bit too little, which it might be. Anyway, main deck. This is just a really good card. Main duck together with Canada Goose is just a really good combo. I underestimated it. I thought we were going to struggle, but we hit 130, which is a good score for Oceania. And with that, I'll say thank you guys for watching. It's been Harbinger. See you guys in the next one. Take care.